Previously, in the previous class, we have discussed that scanning, by doing the scanning, during the first stage will be the footprinting and reconnaissance. During the footprinting and reconnaissance stage, we can gather the initial information of the target. Okay. Whereas when you do the scanning, you will get a in-depth information about the target. To get the in-depth information of the target, we are going to use the scanning. Okay, scanning. So here, previously we had discussed that the most popular tools do the scanning. What are the most popular to do the scanning? I had explained you. What is that? Nmap, HPing3, Nessus, Nmap, Angry AP Scanner, and Netcat. These are the popular scanning tools. So we had started yesterday types of scanning. What are the types of scanning? Port scanning, network scanning, vulnerability scanning, OS fingerprint scanning, finger sweeps, service version scanning, packet injection scanning. So in the previous class, we had discussed about the network scanning. So we had done this lab also. Okay, ping scan. So this time we are going to use the scanning tools one by one. So already we discussed about the Nmap. 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 So Nmap is one of the network discovery tool. It is a network discovery tool. So Nmap is to do the scanning. To do the scanning. Here, what does Nmap stand for? Nmap stand for network mapper. Okay, it is a network mapper tool to do the scanning. So what type of information we can get by doing the scanning? Here, by doing the scanning, we can find out host discovery, port scanning, service and version detection, and also script engine, operating system detection. So Nmaps is I told you that top 10 cybersecurity tools are there. Nmap is one of the topmost cybersecurity tool used by the hackers or ethical hackers. Okay, Nmap is one of the crucial tool. Here, by using the Nmap, what type of discovery or assessment I can done? We can find out the host discovery. We can do the port scanning. We can do the service and version detection. We can find out the automating the task, and also we can find out which type of operating system is working on the target. So what is host discovery? We can identify the active device on the network. So what does my host discovery? Nmap do host discovery. What are the active devices on the network? Previously I had told you that how to do the active devices. What is the command is there? One command I had explained you. What is the command that? App scan. What is the command that? Do you remember? What is the command? App scan. What is the command explained you during that? How to know the host discovery? How to know the host discovery here? Previously I had explained a command. What is the command? See this. What is this command? ARP scan. What is that? So what does ARP scan do? Find out the other active host in your network. You are connected to network. There are other computers also connected to you. The network having other computers also there. Your neighbor computers. What are the neighbor computers? To know how to know this command, forward with the ARP-scan. This is the network address. To know the network scanning, to scan the whole network, we are going to use this command. Which command? ARP scan. Okay, understood? So what type of information we can get by using the Nmap? By using the Nmap, here the what? Host discovery. What is that? Host discovery, port scanning, service and version detection, and script engine and operating system detection. Okay. Here see this. Role of Nmap in network discovery. Nmap in the network discovery. Nmap enables ethical hackers to gain overview of the network structure. How it is the network structure is there? How is the network structure? What are the devices are there? So what are the devices are used? Routers. It will find out the information of the what are the hosts are connected, what are the routers, how many routers are connected, what switch is there, firewall is there. All this network structure, we will find out the network structure. By using the Nmap, we can find out the network structure, how the network structure is there. And what? Devices and vulnerabilities. What are the devices are there? If the network having a firewall, then by using the Nmap, we can find out that whether the firewall is there or not. I am asking a question that, so what is my firewall? What is my firewall? Everyone చెప్పగలుగుతారా? What is a firewall? Okay, text. What is a firewall? వైరస్ ఉందంట. వైరస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేశాను. నేను కంప్యూటర్లో వైరస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేశాను. ఎందుకని రానట్లే? ఎస్టర్డే వైరస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేశాను. ఓకే, నేను వదిలేండి, తర్వాత చూద్దాం. So I am asked a question to you that what is a firewall? What is a firewall? మా firewall ante? Yes, protect the network. Very good, very good. Very good. Most of the people are responding. Geetu Angati, this Bharat, and some people are there. They always, I'll get the answer from you. Appreciate them. Okay. So what is the firewall? So whether the firewall is there, which type of devices are there, which type of devices are there. So by using the Nmap, what can we identify? The network structure. What is the network structure is there? What are the devices are there, and vulnerabilities. Nmap simplify the process throughout the robust feature. We can identify the identification of the host. Means that whether host is live or not. Means that whether the host is active or not. Then we can find out the service enumeration, we can find out the network layer analysis and vulnerability detection. Here active host identification is quickly find the which devices are online, which devices are connected to the online. So which devices are online connected to a network. What is my active host identification? Which devices are connected. Next, service enumeration is which applications are running on the target. What are the applications? What are the applications are running on the target? What are the applications running on the target? And also offers insight how the devices are interconnected to each other. How the devices are connected to each other. What is your network configurations are there? And also which areas the security controls are lacking. Suppose there is a security issue there, it will find out that there is having security issue. Okay, and also by using the NSE means Nmap script engines. What is the NSE? Nmap script engine. Nmap can be uncover the unknown vulnerabilities. It can find out the unknown vulnerabilities in the service and configuration. Okay, here I told you that you don't need to install the Nmap in the Kali Linux. Because why it is having a problem? Because yesterday I had done attack on this one. Because that one is not working properly. Yesterday I had done an attack on this one. Okay. Here this is the Kali Linux. Okay, understood. You don't need to install the Nmap on the Kali Linux. You don't need to install on the Kali Linux. మీరు ఎటువంటి Nmap ని ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. You don't need to need. Okay, understood. Here I just log into the Kali Linux. Because Nmap is already inbuilt tool in the Kali Linux. First I will going to log into the root. Okay. Now I just log into the root. This is the target. So this is the target. This is one target. There are multiple targets are there. To know what are the computers are connected in your network, one command is there that is called net discover. What is that? Net discover. So what does means by net discover? Net discover is a command to find out what are the devices are connected online to your network. So here net discover, I means interface, which interface I want to discover? Ethernet 0. How will you find out this Ethernet 0? See this, I'll show you. When I type ifconfig, show the IP address of your Kali Linux IP address. Show the Kali Linux IP address. And it is connected to Ethernet 0. Which interface is connected? It is connected? Ethernet 0. That's why I want to discover what are the network devices are connected in my network. What is the command here? What is the command here? Net discover minus I Ethernet 0. Ethernet 0. When I type this command, shows what are the currently connected devices in your network. Okay. What are the currently devices in the network? So ఈ network లో ఏ devices connect అయ్యో చూస్తుంది. What is the command? Net discover. I will tell you this. So what is the command? Net discover minus I Ethernet 0. So these are the devices and their IP address, their MAC address, and the manufacturer name, everything it will show. Got it? So it is not a Nmap command, I am just showing that how to discover the network, how to discover the host. We can discover the host by using the ARP scan command, and also we can discover the host by using the command called net discover minus I Ethernet 0. Which command? Net discover minus I Ethernet 0. Okay? Okay, understood? To discover the active hosts. Here yesterday also I had explained you to start with Nmap. We have already installed the Nmap. Okay, we already installed the Nmap. Here by using the Nmap, how will you do the host discovery? Here how will you do the host discovery? So do the host discovery, we need to use this command called ping scan. What is that? Ping scan. What is the command here? Ping scan. How will you run this ping scan command? Nmap followed by minus r hyphen sn. What does command do? This command quickly discover the live host. Quickly discover the live host. I just go to my Kali Linux. Go to my Kali Linux here. Okay. Then Nmap. What is that? Nmap minus sn. Then I will going to discover the host. Discover all host. To discover the all host, I will just give the network address followed by the subnet mask. Okay. Then it will discover the all live host. Discover the all live host. So what are the hosts are live? What is the command to know discover the host live? What are the live computers are there? This one. These are the 101. See the MAC address and their MAC address. Okay. This is the 100, 102, 103. All these devices are live now. These are the live and their MAC address and the IP address and vendor who is created. Got it? Understood? What is the command to know the live discovery and live discovery? What does mean live discovery? What are the computers are connected right now to the computer, to the network? What is the command? Nmap minus sn. Got it? Next thing. There, next command is there. So what does mean nmap minus sn? Identifying the network reconnaissance. So it quickly discover the live host on the network without performing detailed the port scan. Their common user are the primarily sweep to understand which devices are reachable. I want to attack in a particular device, whether the device is active or not. If the device is not active, how can you do the attack? It is possible to do the device is not active, then it is not possible to do the attack. To do attack on the particular device, the device should be active. How will you find out this active devices? What is the command? Nmap minus sn. And this is the whole network. Understood? Another command is there, ARP ping scan. Effective for the local network, sending the ARP request to identify active devices. This method is reliable for discovering host within the same subnet. Means same network lo matram mana check chestam. Which one? ARP ping scan. Which command? This command. So this is PR. What is the PR means? Ping ARP request. Ping the ARP request. So this command, okay, I just type here and so what is the network address here? 192.160.0.0. Now what is my network address? 192.168.0.0 is the network address. Slash followed by the 24. It will do the what? ARP scan. Okay. The almost all same results are there for the both. I got the same results almost all. Okay. So what does this one? This command also used for the host discovery. Which command? Nmap -n followed by the PR followed by the this one. Okay. Okay. Done. Next is the UDP ping scan. Okay. UDP ping scan. So what does mean UDP? UDP stand for user datagram protocol. What is that? User datagram protocol. There are two types of protocols are there. One is the TCP based protocol, second one is the UDP based protocol. How many protocols are there? TCP and UDP. Okay, TCP and UDP. So what are the two layers are there? One is the TCP and second one is the UDP. Okay, second one is the UDP. See this. Here TCP stands for transmission control protocol. UDP stands for user datagram protocol. Connection type is the connection oriented, is the connection type oriented protocol, and UDP is the connectionless protocol. It is a connectionless protocol. Here this is the reliable. Reliable means how the communication plays based in the TCP based protocols. Yesterday I had explained that devices are communicate with the help of the port numbers. Okay? How will they communicate? The help of the port number. So actually the devices are communicate with the help of the protocols. Protocol use the port numbers. Devices they will communicate with the help of the protocols at corresponding port number. Here having two devices are there. One device is there. This is the source and the other device. It may be computer or mobile or anything. Okay. So when having a TCP, this device will send a request to the source. So one source to destination send a request to the destination. Suppose I want to access a facebook.com. I want to access a facebook.com. Then I type a facebook.com here. My computer send the request to the Facebook server. And this Facebook server is there. It will respond and send the connection. Both are connection. And whenever this send the request to the server or destination computer, when connection is established, there is a acknowledgement is there. What is that? Acknowledgement. What is the acknowledgement? The connection is, other computer is telling that connected. They are both acknowledged. What is my acknowledgement? They will address each other. When other computer is connected, so then other computers send the message that I am connected. Whether a computer disconnected, sending the message like I am disconnected, like sending acknowledgement in the TCP. Whereas UDP there is no acknowledgement in there. Whether the packet is reached, when the packet is reached, other computer sends the acknowledgement, your packet is reached. I received a packet in the TCP. Whereas in UDP you don't have a message. That will directly sent to the destination. You don't get any message whether they received or not. That is UDP. So what is my UDP? Transmission control protocol. UDP stands for user datagram protocol. Understood? Here this TCP is a connection oriented protocol and UDP is the connectionless protocol. Here reliable. Here this is mandatory that order is data delivery. That is mandatory data. It is unreliable. So this is slower because of the acknowledgement. Every time is acknowledgement. The destination is slower. So it is faster because there is no acknowledgement. There is having a overhead means there extra overhead is there in the TCP. Whereas this UDP has a less overhead. Where the TCP use when I want to access a Gmail. What is that? When I want to access a Gmail. Or I want to send upload a data or download the data. Then I use what? TCP. Suppose video streaming, online gaming. Suppose I am watching YouTube. You watching YouTube. So YouTube uses which one? UDP. Video streaming, online gaming, DNS lookups, they use the UDP based protocol. There are two types of protocols are there. One is the TCP based protocol, second one is the UDP based protocol. So TCP is a connection oriented, UDP is connection led protocol. So UDP, TCP is acknowledgement, means every time when I send a packet, the other destination computer send that, they will send that I am received, means that they will send acknowledgement. Whereas in UDP doesn't have any acknowledgement. You don't have any acknowledgement. So TCP user for like sending a file, sending an email, downloading a file, all these are the accessing a website is known as the TCP based protocol. Whereas UDP based protocol, like when you connect it to Wi-Fi, your computer, your phone is there, I want to connect to your Wi-Fi, that is UDP. And YouTube, I want to watch the YouTube stream, the YouTube is also use the UDP. Two types of protocol are there. So here in the target, which type of protocols are running, whether the TCP based or UDP based. I want to know that when ICMP is blocked, what is ICMP is blocked? See this, useful when ICMP. What is my ICMP? 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 Previously I had explained you. There is two devices are there, any device. To check connectivity, we use the ping command. Yesterday I explained you ping command. Ping uses the ICMP packet. ICMP means Internet Control Message Protocol. This device some packet to the destination computer. That is called as what? ICMP. Okay, this is called as what? ICMP. Okay, I want to check that which protocol, whether the UDP, TCP, ECP. Okay, there are multiple types of scans are there. I told you that go to the Nmap scan cheat sheet yesterday also. What is that? Nmap cheat sheet. Yesterday I told you that to use the Nmap cheat sheet. The Nmap cheat sheet contains the all commands of the Nmap. So these are the things are there. I explained this one. Here there are multiple scans are there. See this, what are the types of scan? See this. These types of scans are, one is the TCP scan, second one is the what? UDP scan. Here one command is there, I want to check the sync scan. Okay, I will explain this sync, acknowledgement, all these things. Okay, once again I explain that, then we'll go for the types of scan. Yeah. Here, what is the TCP connection? When the both devices are communicating with each other, when using the TCP. I told you the two types of devices will communicate with the help of TCP protocols are UDP protocols. Okay, they will communicate with the help of what? TCP based protocols, and another one is that UDP based protocol. Devices will communicate with the help of TCP based protocol or UDP protocol. When the communication the TCP, transmission control protocol, this computer 1, this is the computer 2, or this is the source, these are the destination. They will how the communication established in the TCP. How the communication established the TCP. So how the communication is established the TCP? See this, there are multiple things are there. How the communication possible? On it. Here the Nmap scan types are how many types? One is the TCP scan, second one is the UDP scan, third one is the sync scan, fourth one is the ACK scan, fifth one is the fin scan, and the sixth one is the null scan, Xmax scan. There are multiple types of scan. So what does mean by sync scan? What are the types of scans are there? What are the types of scans are there? How many types of scans are there? TCP scan, UDP scan, sync scan, ACK scan, fin scan, null scan, Xmax scan. These are the types of scan. Each and every scan have a specific purpose. So what is my sync scan? See this, what is my sync scan? Okay, first is the, what is the first scan is there? TCP scan. The TCP scan generally used to check the complete three-way handshake between the chosen the target system. అంటే ఈ టీసీపీ స్కాన్ అంటే ఏంటంటే జనరల్గా నేను టీసీపీ గురించి చెప్పాను. టీసీపీ జరిగినప్పుడు త్రీ-వే హ్యాండ్షేక్ జరుగుతుంది. త్రీ-వే హ్యాండ్షేక్ అంటే వాట్ డస్ మీన్ దట్ ఫస్ట్ కంప్యూటర్ వన్ సెండ్ ద ఇనిషియేట్ ద కనెక్షన్ టు ద కంప్యూటర్ 2. ఫస్ట్ కంప్యూటర్ వన్ సెండ్ ద రిక్వెస్ట్ టు ద కంప్యూటర్ 2. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఇనిషియేషన్, connection initiation. After that it will, now you can connect to the, here this one thing is there, you can connect, it will give the permission, you can connect, you can make and connect. Then I will get acknowledgement. This is called three-way handshake. The computers will use three-way handshake. By using the TCP they will communicate with help of the TCP. TCP uses which one? Three-way handshake. What is that? Three-way handshake. So what does three-way handshake? See this? What is the three-way handshake? This is a three-way handshake. If there is a client is there is server is there. First client sends the sync packet to connect. After connecting to the server, it will send a connection initiated, connection established, then what is that? Acknowledgement. Then it will send the ACK. This is called as what? Three-way handshake. Both device they communicate, they will have a connection with the help of the three-way handshake. The always communication possible with help of the three-way handshake. When I want to download a file, first my computer will send a request to the server. But suppose you have iBomma is there. I want to download the movie. This my computer will send the request to the iBomma. Understood? Then it will send a sync request to the server. Then server will send a sync acknowledgement packet. This connection is established, and it will send a message. The connection is established. It will send the acknowledgement. Then it will again please send me the please download. This are the acknowledgement. This is called as what? Three-way handshake. This is called as a three-way handshake. There are multiple scans are there in Nmap. What is that? TCP scan, UDP scan, sync scan, acknowledgement scan, fin scan, null scan, Xmax scan. So what is my TCP scan? To find out this scan, this is another form of TCP scan. The difference like a Nmap itself ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఒక సింక్ ప్యాకెట్ ఇట్స్ సెంట్ టు ద టు ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ ఏ కనెక్షన్ బిట్వీన్ దిస్ ఈజ్ మై అటాకర్ కంప్యూటర్, దిస్ ఈజ్ మై క్లయింట్, నథింగ్ బట్ ఏ టార్గెట్ కంప్యూటర్. It will send a packet, sync packet to the what? Target computer. Send the target computer. Okay. So it will send a packet to the established connection to the target computer. What is important to note that the connection is never formed. There is no connection is there. Rather than response, this Nmap will send the customized packet. Send the some customized packet. Send the rather than response, these specially crafted packets are analyzed with Nmap to produce the scan results. That is called sync scan. What is my ACP scan? Whether the ACK scan generally used, why use generally ACK scan? If the target is their firewall. What is that? If the target having a firewall. So what is that? Target having a firewall. If the target having a firewall, to check that if the firewall is there here, if the firewall is there, this device won't do the, it won't allow the do the scanning. If the firewall is there, it won't allow do the scanning. Got it? To know that whether the firewall is running on the target, we use which scan? Which scan? ASIC scan. ASIC scan. Another thing is there, fin scan is also known as the stealth scan, like a sync scan. It sends a TCP fin packet, means finish packet, but all computer will send a RST packet, they get input. The fin scans will show the false and negative, but may get under the radar of the some IDS and control measures. When you do the fin scan, the firewall will identify the scan. Which one? Fin scan. What? Fin scan. What is the null scan? Null scan. So if the null scan said they are extremely stealthy. What is stealth means? Stealth means what? Stealth means ante chala powerful gettiga unde odne emantaru stealthy antaru. When you do the stealth scan, the name suggests they set all the header fields to the null. Generally these are not valid packet. The target are generally some versions of Windows, scanning them with a null packet, producing the unreliable results. When you run this null scan Windows, sometimes you won't get the good results. So, but these are used to generally use it when you having a firewall is there. We'll use this null scan and XMS scan. Okay, understood? Null scan, XMS scan. Here see this. What are the types of scan are there? What are the types of scan there? So one scan is there, sync scan. So how will you know the sync scan? What is the command here? -S, -S. To know the port scan, what is the command here? T, capital T. To know the what are the UDP ports are running on the target, what are the UDP ports are running the target, we use which one? -U. To know the acknowledgement, whether the acknowledgement scan is to know the firewall is there net. Which scan? -SA. To know the Windows port scan, -SW. To know the MyMan scan, use the -SM. To know the what are the sync scan, default scan is the what? Sync scan. What is the command here? Nmap, what? -SS. Capital S and yes. To know the sync scan. Okay. Here I just go to the Kali Linux. We'll do the one by one. Okay. Here, paste here. So before that, we're going to know the target. So here the target IP address is, to know the target IP address, ifconfig. This is the Metasploit machine. This is the Metasploit machine. This is the Metasploit machine. I already installed my computer. I told you how to install. This is the right now the target. What is that? This is the target. What is that? This is the target. There are multiple targets are there. You can use the other thing also. This is the target machine. So to know the what are the open ports, to know the open ports, we're going to scan on this target. The target is here Metasploit Linux 2 machine. And I just install this one. I'll just type the ifconfig. Type the ifconfig. When I type the ifconfig, show the IP address. Show the IP address of the target. What is the IP address of the target here? 192.160.0.126. I want to do the scan. What is the scan here? What is the scan here? What I want to do the scan? Which scan I want to do? I want to do the sync scan. So what is the target here? 0.0.126. I want to do the stealth scan. Okay. It will find out the open, what is that? It will general default scan. It is a default scan. Find out the open ports. This is the port number. This is the port number. And what are the services are running the target. Which scan? Sync scan. Which scan? Sync scan. The next scan I want to know that port scan. I want to know the what are the ports are running in the target. What is the command here? Instead of S, we are going to add a T. Here T. See this T. I want to know the port scan. Here know the port scan. Here instead of S, I will add the T. Type here T. Show the port scan. Do the port scan. So I got the same result for both. I got the same result for the both. Okay. Got the port, same result for the port. Some more what. Okay. So what does this do? The port scan. And the next scan is I want to know the UDP ports. Previously I want to know the TCP port. Now I want to know the what? UDP port. What is that? UDP port. To know that UDP ports are running. Which UDP ports? Means that what are the TCP ports are there? UDP ports are there. I want to know the TCP ports running in the target. What is the command here? Capital T. Okay. capital T. I want to know what are the UDP ports are running the target. Just you type the capital U. Show the UDP port. Previously it showed the TCP port. I told you that this scanning and enumeration little bit tricky and maybe boring subject, and also but some more what get confusing untundani. But one thing is there, if you're without knowing the scanning, we can't attack on the target computer. Without knowing the scanning, difficulty to attack on the target computer. Using this Nmap only we can find out the vulnerabilities and open port. Then only we can hack the any computer or a device. If we don't know the Nmap, we can't do the hacking. Understood? So now it is searching for the UDP ports on the target. What is the command here? Nmap -s followed by the target IP address, followed by the U -su. Find out the UDP port. Okay, find out the UDP port. Taking time here. So after that it will show the open UDP ports. The next command is that, what is the next command is that ACK scan. What does mean ACK scan? I told you that ACK scan. What is the ACK scan? If the target is there behind the firewall, before the target have a firewall is there. When the target having a firewall, then the target won't allow to do the scanning. Then we will find out that whether the target is behind the firewall or not. Okay, it is having a firewall, it is difficult to do the scanning. Even if it is the firewall is there, we can avoid the firewall. Evade the firewall means we can bypass the firewall. That is the secondary thing. Next upcoming I will explain. But when the firewall is there, it is not possible to do the scanning. We will find out whether the target is behind the firewall or not. If we find out the firewall behind the firewall, it won't show any results. Okay. For that one, we need to do the ACK scan. It is taking more time. You can practice this one -su. Because taking the more time this one. Okay. Instead of that, I'll go here. What is the command here? ACK scan. Okay. Here ACK scan. Here, see this, my computer. This is my Windows computer. See this. This is my Windows computer. I will enable the firewall in my computer. So this is my one target computer. I will enable the firewall, first one. This is the firewall.cpl. Okay. How will you enable the firewall? See this. How will you enable the firewall? See this. Go to run. What is the command here? Firewall.cpl. What is the command here? Firewall.cpl. Then enter. Then one option is there. Turn on Windows firewall and a firewall. Firewall and a firewall. Firewall on and off. So when you turn on, the firewall is on. When you turn off, firewall is off. First we'll make it as a turn off. Okay? Turn off. First I will make it as a what? Turn off. Okay? I just turn off the firewall. Means that no firewall is there. So how will you know the target IP address? Go to the CMD. Type IP config. Type IP config. When I type IP config here, what is the IP address of the target? 192.168.0.211. Then we'll do the what? Acknowledgement scanning. We'll do the acknowledgement scanning. Okay. Here, what is the target here? 211. Okay. What is the target here? 211. So what is the acknowledgement scan? A. When I type this, now the target is no firewall. There is a target is no firewall. Let me check here by doing the acknowledgement scanning. Show the result that this is what? What is the result here? 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 Observe this result. What is the result here? Unfiltered. What does mean unfiltered? Means there is no firewall is there. Unfiltered means that what? No firewall. I check one target computer by using this command -sa. There is no firewall is there. Then what is the output here? Unfiltered. What does mean unfiltered? Means there is no firewall. Now what I do? Now I will enable the firewall. Let me check the output. Again go to the Windows R. Here what? You can go to the Windows R. You're going to enable the firewall in my computer. I will going to enable the firewall in my computer. Firewall.cpl. Then here turn on. The unfiltered means firewall is there. Sorry, I just reversely had explained you. When unfiltered means here. Okay. This now I turn on. Now I turn on. Now I turn on. I just now firewall turn on. Okay. Again going to do the check the same command. Let me check the output. Here unfiltered means no firewall. Actually I had wrongly interpreted. Unfiltered means no firewall. Unfiltered means no firewall. Again I do the scanning. Again I do the scanning. What is the command here? Previous command same thing I'll use. Nmap. What is the command? Nmap. What is the command here? Same command. Nmap. So 192.168. Same command I will run. When I run here, what is the output? So what is the output here? Check the output, both outputs. Check the both outputs. Check the both output. See here, what is the output here? This, what is the output here? Filter means someone is there before you. Means that is having a firewall. I enabled the firewall. When you type like this, I want to know that I want to do the scanning to attack on the particular target computer. If the firewall is there, it won't allow to do scanning. If firewall is there, it won't do allow to scanning. Understand? If firewall unte adi allow cheyadu scanning cheyani. So then we will know that whether the firewall is there or not. How will you know that firewall is there or not? Followed by the which command? Followed by this one, minus. You can type like this one also. You can add din mundu here also we can type. Instead of that, I just type here. You can use like this one also. No problem. Okay, that is what? Acknowledgement scan. With that, acknowledgement scan. Got it? So why you do acknowledgement scan? I want to do the window scan. I want to do the window port scan. Window port scan. Here I just add a W. Add a W. So do the window port scan. Sync scan is the default scan. I want to know the TCP ports. What are the TCP ports are running in the default target? Then minus ST. I want to know the UDP ports. What are the UDP ports are running the target computer or target device? What is the command? Minus SU. I want to know the firewall is running on the target computer. Which firewall is running or not? What is the command there? What is the command? Minus SA. Minus SA. Then I want to know the port scan. This is the port scan, window port scan. Then I will use the minus SW. Minus SW. So another command use the myman scan. I just add the M. Okay? M. Okay? Understood? Understood not? Then next thing is there. Next thing is there. I want to know the what are the services are running the Nmap. Means services are nothing but when you have a computer. So I just go to my computer, just type TSKMGR in my local computer. When I type TaskMGR, here show that these are the services are running. Okay? I want to know which services are running on the target computer. I want to know which services are running in the what? Target computer. So then which command I need to know is there? Minus SV. What is that command? Minus SV. Attempts to determine the version of the service running on the port. What is this command use? Attempt the which type of service is running on the target computer. Okay. Again I go here, go to the Kali Linux, then I type here capital V, which type of service is running, then we'll add the target IP address 126 this time. When I type this one, okay, the command is error here, so you got, okay. Now find out the what are the services are running and the version of that service. Which type of services are running in the target computer? Which type of services are running on the target computer? And show the version. See this detailed information. So what are the things are running in the target computer? This is a port number 21. And which service is running? FTP. And which version is running? In future, by using these two, this service and version, we are going to attack on the target computer. We are going to attack on the target computer. It is mandatory to know which service is running, which version is running. How will you find out? -SV. Understood? Okay? Okay na? So which type of service is running? Okay. Another thing is there, I want to know which OS is running on the target computer. I want to know which OS is running, which OS operating system is running on the target computer. So what is the command is there? What is the command is there? I just go here. What is the command is there? Which type of word? Which type of OS is running? Okay, which type of OS is running here? For this one, I just type here nmap minus O. What? Nmap O followed by the target IP address. I want to know the operating system running. OO means operating system. Enter. So here it done, operating system detection is performed, operation detection is performed. Which running operating system is there? Linux. Here this time I have a target computer. Target computer now changed to Windows. This is the Windows computer. 1 minute, I will just disable the firewall, because if you enable the firewall, the Nmap won't work. Just disable the firewall. Then here this is the IP address of the Windows computer. I want to know which type of operating is running on the target. So I'll just give here what? 211. Look at that, 211. When I type this one, what happens? It will scan the target and find out which operating system is running on the target. It will scan the target and which type of operating system is the target. See this, it has searched. Okay, it has searched and the result is there. Okay, that is then again we'll have. See this, what is the operating system here? What is the target here? Target operating system is running which one? Windows 10. Target operating system is running which operating system? Windows 10. Understood? To know which operating system is running, what is the command? Nmap minus O followed by the target IP address. Target IP address. Got it? Got it or not? Here another thing is there. I want to know which particular port I want to know that whether the particular port is running on the target computer or not. What is the command? What is the command here? Which port? I want to know not all ports. I want to know the particular port. Here, paste here. I want to know the target. Rani, wait check. So this is I want to check that whether the port number 21 is running on I want to check the particular port number on the target. I want to check the particular port number on the target. So target is 192.168.126. Okay. So then I want to check the particular port is running on the target. Then P stands for port. I want to check the port number 21 is there. What is the status of the port number 21 on the target? Then 21. Then this port number 21 is open. To know that specific port number, we need to type nmap followed by the -p21. Okay, understood? I want to know the range. I want to know the range. I want to know the range from port number 21 to port number 20. I want to know the range which ports are running on the target computer. For this one, I just give here port number 21, port -p, followed by the minus, followed by the 100. Mean that it scan the port between the 21 to 100. 21 to 100. Okay. So now it scan the ports from 21 to 100. Scan the ports from 21 to 100. If you don't understand, you can't do the system hacking. Understand? If you won't understand the scanning, you won't able to do the system hacking. If you find out the using the how to use the Nmap only, you can do the system hacking very easily. Got it? It is mandatory to know how to use the Nmap. How to use the Nmap. What does this command do? It will find out the ports. What are the status of the port from 21 to 100? So specific ports. Instead of that, I'll just give this command. It will show the all port. Show the all ports. I want to search the particular ports between the 21 to 100. Got it? Okay. Understood? This one I had explained you. This one I had explained you. Mean that what is mean SP show the version and service. Which type of service is running? Which type of version is there? So there is another command is there, same like O, the same command like O. It will also find out the OS detection. Find out the OS detection. Here capital O. So that O. Okay. It will also find out the OS detection. 1 minute. OS detection. Oh, it is got error. It is not shown any result. Any result in Jupchla. 1 minute. Oh, it is down. Oh, okay. I have not assigned the IP address. IP address is wrong. That's why getting the error. Here I'll just give here IP address error problem. This one. Actually, I need to give the what is my IP address of the Windows computer? 0.211. 0.211. Oh. Again, it done there. One more time I'll do. So which operating system is there? Windows 10. Or else you can use a. The same result will get. Same result you will get. Okay. Next thing is the advanced scanning with the Nmap script engine. There is other scanning are there. We using the Nmap script engine. There are other scanning methods are there. By using the scanning methods, we can find out the vulnerabilities. This is very important. Remember that. What is that? Nmap script engine. Nmap uses some scripts. By using this script, we can find out the vulnerability. We can find out the vulnerability. You can find out the vulnerability. Understood? Understood? Hello? How many people left? How many people left? Hello? Hello? So I am audible to you? I don't know that why I am getting this appreciation. This is very boring class. So there are all commands are there. All Nmap commands are there. but it is mandatory to know this Nmap commands. ఈ Nmap commands very important అండి. ఈ Nmap commands తెలిస్తేనే మీకు నెక్స్ట్ మీరు ఏదైనా విండోస్ కంప్యూటర్ని హ్యాక్ చేయాలన్నా Nmap commandsతో యూజ్ చేస్తారు. Nmap commands మీకు పంపిస్తాను. Now we're going to move to the next thing is the Nmap script engine. What is that? Nmap script engine. This Nmap script engines will find out the service discovery. Will find out the service discovery, provide the detailed insight. I'll tell you that how to use this Nmap script engine. Nmap script engine. Here you are having this computer. My computer, this one. This is the Facebook server or Flipkart server. This is your computer. This is your computer or your mobile phone, and here having a Facebook server is there. Having a what? Facebook server is there. This is a Facebook server. Your computer will, your device will communicate with the Facebook server to access the Facebook. And so I told you that they will communicate with help of the port number. Which port number? Which port number they use? HTTP, and they use the HTTPS. Yesterday I explained you. They will communicate with the help of these two protocols, HTTP and HTTPS, to get the web page. One is the HTTP and HTTPS. HTTP uses the port number 80. HTTP uses the port number 443. So I want to enumerate the Facebook server. So what are the ports are there? Port number 18, 443. I want to enumerate the port number 18, port number 443, which is running on the Facebook server. How will you enumerate? By using this command. What is the command here? See this. I want to enumerate. I want to know the detailed information of the port number 80, that is HTTP and 443. What is the command here? Nmap -p followed by the -f script. What is that? -f script. Got it? Okay. So then I want to enumerate the particular computer. For this one, we need to add the which ports I need to know the detailed information which is running. Facebook is running on the port number 18443. I want to know the detailed information of the 18443 followed by the -1 script. I want to enumerate the HTTP. So then I just copy this command. See this? I just copy this command, and we're going to run this command. Just copy here. So there is a inbuilt script engine. Scripts are there in the Nmap. By using these scripts, we can find out the discovery of the vulnerabilities. Here hashtag Nmap -p. Which ports I need to know the detailed information? 80 and 443. HTTP -enum. You can give here Facebook also, but don't give. Generally, if you give your popular website, they will know that is illegal to know that. Okay. Here I'll just give the IP address of my target machine of the Metasploit Linux machine. So here, what is the Metasploit Linux machine IP address? Here, this is the target me. What is the target IP address is there? 192.168.126. We are going to enumerate the target machine. Okay. So I want to know the scanning. Sir, చెప్పండి సార్. ఓకే సార్. ఉండదు సార్ క్లాసులో. 12:15 వస్తాను. 12. Okay. So this, when I enter here, so now I just find out by using the Nmap script, I want to know which port number 80 and 443. I want to enumerate by using the script engine. So what is the target here? It shows this vulnerability. See this? It shows that port number 80 is open, and it shows the vulnerability that is having a potentially interesting directory which is listing the Apache 2.2 and potentially interesting folder like directory listing. It found out the vulnerability, whereas 443 is not vulnerable. Here port number is what? Closed. అయిపోయిందా? వెళ్ళిపోండి. Okay? Okay, understood? I want to do enumerate. What does do? This is the output. This is the output. So we enumerate that output here, my output here, this is the output. So they enumerate the common files. It shows the what are the common files, the directories on the web server. It knows the detailed information of the port number 80 and 443. This is I already explained it. The Facebook how will you communicate with the help of the port number 80 and what? 443. Port number 80 is HTTP, port number 443 HTTPS. I want to enumerate this thing. Now I've done the enumeration. So what is the command here? Nmap -p 80 443 script. Got it? Next thing, I want to do the FTP enumeration. What is my FTP means? What does my FTP means? FTP is a command which is to download and upload. Suppose I want to download a file. I want to upload a file. So then I use which one? FTP. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol, which is to download a file and upload the file. I want to enumerate. I want to know the detailed information. What is the vulnerability is there in the FTP? Using the FTP. Got it? I will do this in scanning. Okay. I just paste here. నిద్రపోండి అంతే హాయిగా ఏముంది ఎలా ఉంటుంది అది అంటే ఎఫ్టీపీ అంటే ఏంటంటే దీంట్లో ఎఫ్టీపీ అనే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ లేదా సర్వీస్ ఉంటుందండి. మన ఏదైనా ఫైల్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేయాలన్నా ఒక వెబ్సైట్ నుంచి లేదా వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేయాలన్నా ఫైల్ని అప్లోడ్ చేయాలన్నా ఏమి యూజ్ చేస్తారు? ఎఫ్టీపీ అనే సర్వీస్ని యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ఇప్పుడు జీమెయిల్లో అటాచ్ చేస్తున్నాం, మనకు వాట్సాప్ ఉంది. వాట్సాప్లో ఏం చేస్తున్నాం? ఒక ఫైల్ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. ఫైల్ని ఏం చేస్తున్నాం? పంపిస్తున్నాం. అది అప్లోడ్ కదా. పీడిఎఫ్ పంపించాను, పీడిఎఫ్ డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుంది. మీరు వేరే వాళ్ళు పంపిస్తే మీరు ఏంటి డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుంది. మీరు పీడిఎఫ్ పంపిస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? అది అప్లోడ్ అవుతుంది. ఈ డౌన్లోడ్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు దేనిలో పనిచేస్తాయి? ఎఫ్టీపీలో పనిచేస్తాయి. దేనిలో పనిచేస్తాయి? ఎఫ్టీపీ అనే సర్వీస్ యూజ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. దీంట్లో ఈ ఎఫ్టీపీ సర్వీస్లో ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ దట్ ఎఫ్టీపీ సర్వీస్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీ వనరబిలిటీ. How will you find the vulnerability? By using the script engine. So this is a command to know that there any vulnerability is there or any open ports are there in the what? In the target computer or target server. So what is the target server IP address? 192.168.0.126. So here see this. So have a FTP server is there. We have a version of the FTP server. It shows the what does anonymity is there? Mean that we can log in. Anonymous means without username and password you can log into the FTP server. It shows the vulnerability. So what does Nmap do? Nmap find out the open ports. Nmap to find out the service version detection. Nmap find out the vulnerabilities. Nmap find out the operating system. Nmap find out the active host. The commands I had explained one by one, all we covered. So now I am explaining what? Script engine. So by using the script engine, we can find out the vulnerabilities on the target computer. ఒకటి ల్యాప్టాప్ లేకుంటే ప్రాక్టీస్ ఏ రోజు కారు చదువుకోకుంటే ఏమీ అర్థం కాదు. ఇది ఇలానే ఉంటుంది. అది ఎవరు చెప్పినా ఇలానే ఉంటుంది. మీరు ఏదైనా చేసుకోండి. ఉంటే ఓకే, అండర్స్టూడ్. నెక్స్ట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు డూ ద వల్నరబిలిటీ డిటెక్షన్. చూడండి, ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద కమాండ్ హియర్? I want to do the vulnerability detection. Before future classes, we are going to hack the particular target computer. What is the command here? Nmap script followed by the is equal to 1 and followed by 1. I want to know the vulnerabilities. Means that if the vulnerabilities are there, if you find out the vulnerability, but finding the vulnerability, then only you can attack on the target computer. If no vulnerabilities are there, it is not possible to attack on the target computer. What is the command here? Nmap -script 1 dot. So I am just giving the target IP address. When you do this, it takes time to 10 to 15 minutes. Then after that, find out the vulnerabilities and show the vulnerabilities. By taking the vulnerability, we are going to attack on the target computer. Then enter here. So what is this command? What is the error here? 1 minute. So now correct. So going to do the vulnerability. After that, it will find out the all vulnerabilities. Let me check here. Understood? Okay, it find out the vulnerability. It will take time. So meanwhile, we're going to discuss. Meanwhile, we will go to discuss. So any doubt? Most of the people left. Huh? I just unmute you. Most of the people are left because of the getting bored. ఏం చెప్తారో అర్థం కావట్లేదా? I just unmute you. If anyone wants to talk with me, you can talk with me. Okay? Anyhow, we're going to do the scanning here. Show this showing the vulnerabilities. Showing the vulnerabilities. Not showing the vulnerabilities. See this. One by one listing the vulnerabilities. Suppose I want to attack a target computer, a target server, a target web application or web server. We need to type like this: Nmap script followed by the vulnerability, followed by the IP address of the target, and it lists the vulnerability. After finding the vulnerability, by taking the vulnerability, we're going to attack on the target computer. Remember that command: Nmap -- script followed by the vulnerability. Okay. So then see this. I'll just stop here because it takes more time. We're going to take a website. We're going to take a website. So what is the website here? This is the website. This is the website. This is a testing website. Okay. This is the testing website. Here I just go to the testing website and we're going to do the vulnerabilities in the particular website for doing the attacking on the target website. I just pasted here the website name. Set name, enter. Show the vulnerabilities. See this, I am checking the vulnerabilities on the website. Checking the vulnerabilities on the website. So it takes time and find out the vulnerability. After finding the vulnerability, by taking the vulnerability, we're going to attack on the target website or computer network. Okay? Any doubt from your side? No doubt. అర్థమైతే కదా అసలు డౌట్ అడగడానికి చెప్పుకుంటే వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ దట్. దీనికంటే ఇంకెవరు బాగా చెప్పలేరండి. మీరు ఎక్కడైనా చూసుకుంటే దట్ ఈస్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్ ఈజ్ లైక్ దట్. దట్ విల్ బిట్ బోరింగ్ అని ఉంటుంది అది. బట్ Nmap, ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ నో Nmap, I will tell you that. If you don't know Nmap,